Okay. I think we're ready.
Okay.
I'm getting a little more nervous.
So we do the theme song?
Yes.
Good idea.
And 5, 6, 7, 8.
Howdy ho, you handsome hunk. Grab a snack and gain some chunk. If your day is great or really sunk, we hope to help you shake the funk. So if you're good to hear some junk, buckle up, it's the Junk Monk Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Junk Monk Podcast. I'm your host Kandyce Sloan, who you know from YouTube at Kandyce Harden.
And I'm Noah, your co-host, you know from at Noah L. Hernandez on Instagram.
If this is your first time listening, let us fill you in. Back in 2020, we started watching and reviewing every episode of the USA hit TV show Monk right here each week.
And we did so while eating a little bit of junk. Now we're back one last time for a very special episode. So once again, I've got my junk food here, which is a tribute to the very first episode we had, in which, well, while me and Kandyce both remembered me having birthday cake soda, for some reason,
Mandela effect.
I had cereal
insane
in a bag, which is what I have today, and it is still just as classy as the first time I had it.
And mine's a little bit classier, actually. I have gluten-free Oreos. I mean, It's not as exciting, but, you know, you get older, you need certain things for your body, and sugary, gluten-free is where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
So, and then I also have my water here, and with my, sorry, it's not Monk stuff, but I have Frasier stickers all over my bottle. And then Noah has
I have a Waterloo.
some Waterloo. Obsessed,
I'm
actually.
really
Obsessed.
Actually
Obsessed.
addicted.
Okay, where am I at here? Also, you must know I have seen every episode of Monk. I'm a huge fan, started watching in 2007, and for the most part watched it as it aired.
I have also seen every episode of Monk since we started the pod, and now we've also seen the Monk movie.
So, now, if you're ready to start the show, Toby, take it away.
Here's what happened.
All right, everyone. This is Mr. Monk's Last Case, a Monk movie. So here's what happened. Mr. Monk's Last Case picks up years after the series finale. Adrian Monk, still haunted by the death of his wife and increasingly weighed down by loneliness and OCD, especially after the pandemic, has retreated from the world. But when his stepdaughter, Molly's fiancé, Griffin Briggs, dies in a suspicious bungee jumping accident, Monk is pulled back into one final case. Monk reunites with the gang, Natalie, Stottlemyre, and Disher, who rally around him as he investigates. The trail leads to Rick Eden, a reclusive billionaire tech mogul with deep secrets. Griffin had accused Eden of murdering his business partner just before he died. Monk suspects Eden, but things turn dangerous fast when his patsy delivery driver is killed by an exploding package. Monk realizes Eden will stop at nothing to keep his secrets buried. Going undercover at Eden's compound, Monk gets close to the truth. But after a suspenseful chase with Eden, he pushes him off a cliff. Monk survives, clinging to a vital piece of evidence, Eden's laptop. As Monk spirals into despair, planning to end his life, a visit to a funeral home sparks a revelation. He notices twin funeral directors, but with slightly different skull shapes, leading him to deduce how the bungee jump was sabotaged. The real killer switched Griffin's measuring tape with one that had slightly longer inches, causing him to miscalculate the cord length and fall to his death. Monk crashes Eden's attempt space launch and exposes him, finally solving the case. In a powerful closing, Monk contemplates suicide in the park, but is stopped by a vision of Trudy, Griffin, and those he's helped in the past. He ultimately chooses life. Natalie gives him a quirky shelter dog, and Monk quietly returns to consulting and to the world with a little more peace than before. All right, so that was Mr. Monk's Last Case, a Monk movie. You usually ask me what I liked about the episode.
Kandyce, what did you like about this episode? I want to go first.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Fair.
So, for my first like, it is that we're back.
Yes.
Me and Kandyce are back after 2 years. We're ready to do this thing. And
addressing the elephant in the room.
More than just us being back, Shaloub is back. The whole gang is back. Everyone's back. But honestly, for me, my first like was definitely Shaloub. Does really good. He still got it. Classic Monk. and he kills this whole movie.
Yeah, that was my third like, so I have 2 before that.
Oh, okay.
So I just got excited all over again. Well, kind of addressing what you said, how it's 2 years later. We did watch the movie when it came out.
Yeah.
And then we just obviously didn't record it. So we had to watch it again.
Yeah.
We wanted it to be, fresh. But I got excited all over again when I saw the second time when it popped up. I was like I'd never seen it.
Yeah.
So that was my first like. And then I love the original opening. Like the,
How was
the stove,
the
stove thing. It was funny because you watched it last night.
Yeah,
I had already watched it the night before, but you watched it last night. You're like, why does it look so old?
Yeah, I was really confused for a second. I was like,
and Sharona pops up, and you're like, oh, I see why it looks so old. That makes sense.
And he was like 20 years younger, so I was like, okay.
Also true.
Yeah.
So then my third like was Tony obviously still has it.
Yeah.
His mannerism, his comedic timing, all of that.
Everything.
Like he had it. I mean, he is a monk, so that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
My next like is that COVID is canon in the Monk universe. Now that we are, like before when it came out, it felt a little bit like, I don't know, like obvious. But now that like we're like,
you mean like the reunion?
Yeah.
Where he was like the gloves and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the fact that it's in this episode, like in this this movie, and we actually see like what kind of happened, and like you said, there was like that special or something where they did a video.
Yeah, that felt very like, oh, these are the actors and they're coming back to play a cute little thing.
Yeah.
But it was, I mean, obviously it was on Zoom and everything, so it was like not real. Mm-hmm. But yeah, how they made it canon. That makes sense.
It's just interesting.
Yeah,
and it's funny.
Yeah.
I think it's just funny.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't put a whole lot of COVID stuff in there, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. My next one is Natalie. Mm-hmm. Seeing Natalie at the airport when she runs up or whatever, it's amazing, and she obviously looks amazing.
Yes.
And and she's a realtor now in Atlanta.
Very successful.
Yeah, she sold. What'd you say? She sold 27 houses.
Yeah, which sounds like a lot. Like a lot.
She said this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds
That's a lot.
Like a ton.
Like she's making bank.
Like millions.
Oh, you know what? Okay, I'm really bad at clocking this. Other people always clock what kind of shoes she's wearing or what kind of car she's driving. I didn't even notice the car though. She drives the car.
She drove,
but it can't be her car.
It was Mr. Monk's, and it was like this little like sedan. Like
yeah. I wonder what,
because she
had nice cars before.
Yeah,
when she wasn't rich.
It's not a nice car. She hits it a bunch of times.
Yeah. Because that's Monks though. In theory, yeah.
Which is a great scene.
Yeah,
that's a hilarious scene. That's funny. Mine is also Natalie.
Okay.
Natalie's my goat. Once again, love her. And now that it's been such a long time since we watched this movie for the first time, seeing her in the airport when it's like their whole reunion, it just feels much more powerful to me because the first time I watched it, it had been a bit of time, but it just feels different. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been such a long time that it's like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly. I have a note about that later, that similar, like it feels, even after 2 years, it feels good again kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also had that Julie lives 10 minutes away from her.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really cool, because obviously that's cool to like live close to your parents or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, for me. But also logistically, weird, because they were from San Francisco and then they moved to Atlanta, and then she lives 10 minutes away from her. Assuming Julie went to school. I actually can't remember where she went to school. I think it said in the end, but it was not in Atlanta. So she had to have gone to school and then come back.
Yeah.
But anyways, still cool. But yeah.
It is cool.
And then her name is Natalie Albright. We called that too.
Really? Mm-hmm. When did they mention that? At the very beginning?
I think it's in the airport, I thought.
I don't remember.
But no, nobody would have called her Natalie Teeger. Maybe Randy did. I don't know.
Yeah.
She definitely said Albright. No. Yeah, because his name was Stephen Albright.
Who did she end up marrying? Who is Stephen Albright?
The army guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Stephen Albright, yeah.
Wow, I don't remember that.
Because that's why she moved, because he got restationed with the army.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I completely missed that. Okay, it's my turn?
Sure.
I really liked Griffin Briggs as a character. Like, I was shaky about him when I first saw him, just because it's like, this is the Monk movie, not the Griffin Briggs movie.
Yeah.
And so any sort of like, there was a whole scene with Rick Eden and Griffin Briggs where At first, I was angry, kind of. Like, I was like, these are two people that I don't care about at all.
100.
And I want them off my screen. I want Monk and freaking Natalie and Captain, everything.
Exactly.
And in that very scene, Griffin kind of proved himself to me, where I was like, okay, I like him as a character, where he is he's being bribed by Rick Eden, and he tells him, you can have this $600,000 a year job, your dream job, or Cuisinart as your wedding gift. And he's like, okay, if you're being for real, then I'll take the Cuisinart. And I thought that was really good. And I was like, I like this guy.
Yeah, I agree with all of that sentiment of like, who the heck cares about these people? It did lend to cinematic feel. Yeah. Like the shots where you're not seeing any of the gang and it's two random people or whatever, you're very aware that like, oh, this is a movie and it looks like a movie. Yeah. So that I did like. Yeah. And I'm just going to say dislike because I can't stop thinking about it. Okay. And I didn't put it in my dislikes. Okay. And I hate saying this because it's kind of annoying when people say this, but like, I don't think Griffin necessarily matched Molly. Okay. The couple, like he was,
a daring guy.
Like business looking and like, again, complete cinematic. Stud, yes. And then Molly she fits in the Monk verse a lot better. Definitely. So that was something I didn't like, and I was like, I don't want to say that. And I can't stop thinking about it. So I had to say it.
Yeah, Griffin, he does kind of stick out like a sore thumb a little bit. Just a little bit. But I do like him, so I'm fine with him. I thought he was good. Yeah. And he dies halfway through.
He's like in the first 20 minutes, so we're good.
But he's good enough to where when he dies, I'm like, oof, that sucks. Okay. Like, I was just starting to get to know him. And I did not think that was going to happen.
Okay. That's fair. Okay. My next like is Randy. Of course. I'm still on the airport scene. Yeah. Okay, Randy, he comes in looking amazing, of course. Our friend, Jason, Gray Stanford.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod, yeah. He was elected sheriff for the third time, so that's good.
That is good.
That's a good update from him. Mm-hmm. And then Benji is a dad. I had to explain that to Noah.
Yeah, I didn't understand that because that kind of happened really fast.
I know. Yeah, it was because I think she says like, "Oh, the baby." Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, the baby," and I was like, "Wait, hang on, no." She's saying Benji is a dad now, not because then Randy says step grandpa. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, your grandpa, and he's like, "Well, step grandpa." What is that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that was a little confusing.
I had to do a little bit of mental math, and you immediately clocked that for me.
Yeah, because you were like, think about it, Sharona having a baby. Yeah. She's like, she was older when she came back at the end. So yeah,
definitely.
And then, so our friend of the pod, Kane Rashad, is a dad.
Yeah, literally. Two friends of the pod.
I'm just kidding. Okay, you go ahead if you have anything.
Yes, I have a lot actually.
Okay,
I have a lot of likes.
I do too, as usual.
I like Molly's actor. We already touched on this. She fits perfectly with Monk. She's super sweet. She's a great actor. Yeah, I didn't have any problems with her. Yeah, and overall, I've never even looked at her name. I don't know what her real name is.
I actually did not look up her name either.
I feel like we should.
No, I mean you can if you want.
Okay, keep talking.
So I put Rattly action. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, the first Natalie roast of Randy. He is telling Molly like, "Oh, I read your book. I loved it." Mm-hmm. And I was like, "You didn't read her book?" And he's like, "Well, I mean, I listened to the podcast." And she's like, "You did not." And she's like, "Well, Sharona listened to the podcast and she gave me the gist." I'm like, "You didn't get the gist of it." And he's like, "I got the gist of the gist."
That was good.
So good.
Classic. Literally classic.
You didn't get the gist.
Yeah. And
I got the gist of the gist.
Yeah. I thought that was really funny. I liked the San Francisco vibes of the whole beginning. It's like it's like a San Francisco montage almost. And it just takes me back to Old Monk. That's just such a vibe.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice anything San Francisco.
It's at the very beginning. It's like a lot of like San Francisco landscape, Golden Gate Bridge, some trolleys. And
oh my gosh, I did not even notice that. That's actually crazy. Yeah. That's actually I think it's in my dislikes.
It's just like passing. Oh, really? And it's only at the very beginning of the movie. It's just like a, how do you say, like a cutscene. Not like a cutscene, but like...
okay. Like a montage.
Like a transition, almost. Oh, okay, like, there's like a trolley in between two scenes or something. Yeah. I thought it was good. It reminded me, it made me nostalgic. And that was at the very beginning of the movie, but I didn't notice that at all anywhere else.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm sure it was not filmed in San Francisco, like
Yeah.
it never is. So,
Right.
yeah, they just did what they could. San Francisco, done. So, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But, okay, Dr. Bell's back, too.
Yes.
And also looks amazing.
Yeah, he looks the same.
I forgot to... I was going to look up how old he was. But, I mean, that was 2 years ago. But still, he's up there, and he looks great.
Mm-hmm.
So, he definitely has a new office, though.
He's 88 now.
Oh, 86 back then.
No.
There's no way he looks 86
Yeah,
in the Monk movie.
Absolutely no way.
Yeah, no. So he arguably looks the best of all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and he, like I said, he has a new office, which is, it's like a modern office. Pretty
It's
cool.
nice, yeah.
So
he's great in the movie.
Yeah.
He's really good. The scene where Monk has his hand sanitizer from home is amazing. He brings it from home.
Oh, yeah.
And it's in the courthouse whenever they're getting the body for Griffin or whatever. And it's just in there. And he's not letting people use it. And he's like, yeah, I brought it from home. And I love that.
It's standing next to him.
Yeah, I know.
Over there.
Oh,
He's
don't
like,
use that. Yeah.
hey.
And I love that Natalie also sticks up for him. And it's like, it's his. He brought it from home. Like, I thought that was great.
It's his property.
Yeah. It's
so
great.
So funny. And then someone else tries to walk by at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think Monk's about to forget it.
Yeah.
And then he walks back and he's like, hey, nice try, buddy.
yeah.
So funny.
Yeah.
Okay, I put the black and white flashback scene when it shows the first like murder flashback. I was instantly taken back to old Monk flashback. Like this is okay because we talked about how cinematic that scene was between the two of them.
Yeah.
And how the two characters that are not part of the gang or anything, and it didn't really feel like Monk. It felt like a different movie. But then whenever they flash back to that black and white scene where he kills his partner,
it does.
I was like, oh shoot, that is Monk.
Yeah.
So that I purposely liked that in that scene.
Yeah. There's definitely times where you're like, this feels like a movie, but there's definitely times where you're like, this just feels like a long episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely happens whenever there's two people that aren't from Monk on the screen. You're like, this is a movie that I'm watching.
Yeah, it's strange.
It is strange. It just feels like a long episode.
Yeah.
I don't remember how long are the episodes usually?
42 minutes? Like
yeah,
42?
I mean, it's, what, twice that?
Yeah, an hour and 37, I think, is what it said.
Yeah.
So.
It's not that different.
Yeah.
Pacing-wise.
Yeah. I mean, and we've had a few two-parters, too.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, it's like they could have tricked us into thinking that it was...
Right? Yeah. Literally.
Inside joke about a Reddit post. Okay.
Yeah.
My next thing is Griffin dies.
Yeah.
That's a like.
Really?
Question mark. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No, it's a like in the sense that we always said that that's why Monk would come back if he retired or whatever. And or like I don't remember if you remember us toying around with the idea that, and I think Denise, our friend Denise, I think she had the same idea. Yeah, that's the same idea that what would get Monk out of retirement would be if Molly had her significant other die like Trudy died.
Yeah.
And so whenever he died, I was like, there it is.
Yeah.
That's what's...
It's powerful.
Yeah.
And it's the exact same
it's
thing
the
that happened
premise
to him, of the entire show.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's really sad, but it's really good.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, he died. Yay.
No, yeah.
We were right.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I'm always happy to be right. So I'm going to go on a life.
Yes! So I liked how when Griffin dies, Monk isn't scared to go on that bridge because it's on a big bridge. He's not scared at all to go on this bridge the first time.
Yeah.
He runs out and he goes and he's like, "Are you okay?" Like, I know. And he like comforts her. The second time,
I didn't even notice
we
that.
see
that's fair. Yeah.
he is going to investigate and he's super scared about the bridge. So I thought it was really sweet that the first time he didn't even think about it and he was just like, I have to go help Molly.
Wow.
And yeah.
I did not even realize that. I
like,
definitely noticed the second time because it's a more drawn out scene. And then they're talking about, it's really funny because he's like, how tall do you think this bridge is?
Yeah.
And she's like, I can't remember if it's 30 feet or 40 feet. But she's like, it's about 40 feet. And I think Randy's like, I think it's about 300. Yeah. And I was like, oh, great, so it's about 40 feet. And Randy's like, no, it's about 300. He's like, that's great that it's 40 feet.
Yeah, that's good.
That's really good. But yeah, obviously that makes you notice longer that he's scared of the bridge.
Yeah.
But that's funny. I totally
the first time he just runs out there. And then I like when she's crying, it's near the end. I put this one together. He lets her cry on his jacket. And he's like, it's fine, I have other jackets. Yes. I love that. It's really funny, first of all, but it's also like, he's such a good dad.
Yeah.
Like, even though this is what his biggest fears are and his biggest, like, problems are, he still gets over it for Molly.
That is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have any of that. That's excellent, actually. Okay, my next one is Monk is back in Griffin's garage, and he's looking around.
Yes.
That's Monk vibes. He starts doing his thing.
Yes, so good.
He doesn't do the hands thing until he goes outside.
Yes.
Where they're outside and he sees like the broken branch or whatever. He kind of starts doing his Monk hands. But I got the vibes before when he's in the garage because he's doubting.
Mm-hmm.
He's doubting that he was murdered at all. And so he's kind of just like...
He's just going through the motions.
I'm looking around, but then he's like, huh. And so you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Your spidey senses are tingling for him. Like, yeah. So I thought that was excellent.
Yeah, arguably the best parts of the episodes when he's like actually solving. I love that.
Yeah. Because you don't know, as an audience, you don't even know what he's thinking, but you're like, ooh, what's he thinking?
Yeah.
But you're just like, let him cook.
Exactly. We watched this last night again for the second time each, or I guess it was the third time for you.
Yeah.
But we watched it for the second time each, and we watched it with someone new who had never even heard of Monk, knows what it is, and it was so fun to just be like, just let him cook, like let him like do what he does.
Yeah.
And she ended up loving the show or loving the premise or whatever, and she said she's gonna watch the show. So
yeah,
it's pretty exciting. Yeah.
We found we made a new Monker.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. My next like is the Randy Disher project.
That's my next one.
Was legendary. It was legendary, and I love Stoddy so much, and it's just classic Disher.
To wrap up to wrap the introduction of Stottlemyre with a Randy Disher project was iconic.
Perfect.
Like, how did they, that was the best. They didn't have to do anything about the Randy Disher project. And then they didn't introduce Stottlemyre yet. And so you don't even think.
Yeah, so you're like, holy crap, they're actually.
Because also time has passed. Yeah. So we don't know, like.
Maybe he's big
now. Exactly.
I know.
Exactly. You're like, oh, he's actually
it gets you when you're watching it. You're like, wait, what? Why do they recognize him? Like, that's so funny. And Monk is like, this can't be happening. Like, and I'm like, what?
He says the odds are 0 of that happening. What we're watching is 0% chance.
Yeah, literally. But it gets you. You're like, what?
And they're like, hey, can we take a selfie?
Yeah.
And he's like,
it's believable. Hey. Yeah, he's like, take another one. Yeah. I love that.
And then all of a sudden, I don't need a bag. And you're like, what? And Stottlemyre walks out, who also looks amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that might be my favorite scene of the whole thing, I think.
Yeah.
The first time I watched it, I was dying. I mean, I was hysterical. I was like, no way. Because I was tricked. Mm-hmm. The second time I saw it coming, obviously, and I still loved it. Mm-hmm. So that might be my favorite scene. It
is arguably the most, like, fan, like, for the fans scene in the whole movie.
Oh, exactly. That's true. Yeah. Because I bet Tobette, who was watching it, didn't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I mean, she would have absolutely no clue.
Exactly.
So we're, like, dying. Yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, it's your turn.
Oh, okay.
We have the same one.
So. Okay, Randy thinks the Rick Eden buys the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh my god, that's so funny. It's just so subtle,
like,
but it's just like...
I bought the Atlantic, and Randy's like, the paper, not the ocean. It's so funny. It's so funny. And then the girl afterwards, she's like, I'm gonna go swim in the Atlantic, like the ocean, not the magazine.
Yeah.
That was really funny.
I liked Stoddy as a villain / devil's advocate, and he does play that a lot in the show. This one, he had a lot of motivation to be like, just don't dig into it, which kind of dislike a little bit, because it's like, what happened to Stoddy's morals? But he does eventually come around to solving, like, not caring about his job with great benefits or whatever for him, TK, but that he wants justice for Rick Eden. When it's so obvious that he is evil, he does he is like, okay, yeah, something happened here. Like, Monk was right. He's the guy.
He needs quite a lot of evidence, too.
Yeah, I know.
Because he also gets evidence and then still is like, I like this job.
Yeah.
Don't ruin this for me.
Exactly.
Which is classic Stoddy, but also, yeah.
But I do like it. I do like it because he almost played a better villain role than Rick Eden the whole time, being like, stop. He just like, I don't know.
That's fair. And then he has redemption because he's Stoddy too. So that, yeah, I liked that aspect because it was classic Monk.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the first few seasons of Monk.
Yeah.
That Stottlemyre doubts him every time a case pops up.
Exactly.
But it's not a murder, Monk. Not everything is a murder, and everything's literally a murder.
Every time.
But yeah.
Literally every time. Oh, it's your turn.
So mine's in that same scene still with Rick Eden, and he's talking about how impressive it is that Monk solved all these cases, and then Monk says, I couldn't have done this all by myself, and everyone, the gang is like, cheers,
yes.
And he's like, I mean, I could have, but it would have taken a lot longer, and they're like, okay. He's not wrong, so it was just cute.
100%. It is really good, and I love that part in the trailer, like that part's in the trailer, and for some reason that really stuck with me.
Yeah.
Like I remember, that's the only part I really remember being like, oh, that's in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because it's really, I don't know, the way they cut it in the trailer is really satisfying. It's like all them like clinking. I don't know. I just remember that.
No, yeah, that's good.
Randy's bridge theory of billionaires being able to lower bridges because they like to fish. I loved that. I was like, that's hilarious.
And you were like, I love to fish.
Yeah, and I love to fish. So I was like,
if I was a billionaire, I would totally do that.
Exactly. No, but it's just hilarious. Just seeing that whole scene is just amazing. Where they're just like, he's like, it really makes you think, and they're like, no,
it doesn't.
It does not at all.
In fact, it does quite the opposite.
It's classic Randy.
I love when Randy pulls out the model, he reveals it.
It's just like a little Lego thing.
Oh no.
Just the fact that he thinks that they could have lowered it and then put it up 6
he's
feet. It's like a giant difference. No one would have noticed.
I like how it's also
good.
done in front of somebody else.
Yes.
Like a third party or a fifth party, whatever.
Like,
and they're like, huh?
It's great.
That is really good.
Yeah.
Mine is Monk going toe-to-toe with... So first, that scene gives me astronaut vibes.
Yes.
Because what is the theme of the astronaut? I know that it's that episode, but he thinks that he went into space and then he had a little pod and drops out of the pod, commits the murder, and then gets sucked back up into the pod or whatever. Yeah, so that's what it gave me vibes of. My next like is, it gave me vibes of, also actually kind of the astronaut, but the genius one, where he kind of goes toe-to-toe with the guy. I'm trying to think of... I think he's still in front of Stottlemyre because this is where Stottlemyre pulls him into the room because the guy, I think Rick Eden said something about like, oh, you really look for justice or something like that or something, and Monk's like, do you deserve justice? And then Stottlemyre's like, and rips him out. I was like, oh snap, it's going down.
Yeah.
Like, because some of the best Monk episodes, the astronaut, the genius, he goes, like, he confronts the guy.
Exactly.
Like, he's like, you're the guy and I'm going to get you.
When it's not just a good crime, but a good villain who also is like, kind of like, I know I did it too.
Yes.
Like, they're confessing and they're still like, you still can't catch me.
Yes, exactly. So that was a little taste of that, and I really, really liked that.
Yeah, that's good. When Monk is trying to prove that he knows he's the guy and they're in the police department and he kind of pulls him aside and he's like, I know, and Leland's like, I know, we're too old for this though, like, I can't even remember my first girlfriend, and he's like, this is your name of your first girlfriend. I was like, that's so good.
Yep.
And it's just perfect. He also remembers, like, his mom died 35 years ago, or 37 years ago, not 35 years ago. Like, it just shows Monk still got it. Like, he's still so sharp, and even if Leland, like, it just completely, like, throws everything he was trying to say out the window. Like we don't really remember these kinds of things. Like, I remember. Like, I still know. Like,
yeah.
It's so
and
perfect.
again, that scene is the epitome of classic Monk. Stoddy doubts him, and then he throws out these, like, well, this, and Monk's like, nope.
Exactly.
And it's that same, it takes you back to that same thing. Like, listen to me, Leland. I know what I'm talking about. I need you to come around one more time.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I agree. I really like that.
So good.
So the first good clue that I put was whenever he says the delivery driver.
Yes.
Rick Eden says, oh, he's just a delivery driver. And Monk says, well, I never said delivery driver. That was the first good clue that I heard.
Yeah.
Which is funny, though, because I heard you say, when I was setting up the show upstairs, I heard you say, he never said he was a delivery driver. So I was like, okay, wait, so Noah caught that one. Mm-hmm. So maybe it's not a great clue.
Exactly. But my first clue that I saw that I liked that I didn't catch was whenever they were on the bridge and he said that, that must have been like 6 feet too long. Which I didn't catch the first time.
And I totally caught that. That's why this was my first good clue. Because I totally was like, that was super obvious.
I did not catch that at all, dude. Because as soon as they said that, it must have been 6 feet, I was like, okay, it must have been too
Now, to be fair, I didn't catch that was the guy. Uh-huh. I didn't catch that was the murderer, but for some reason, not that doesn't really make any sense because only the murderer would have known that.
Yeah.
But I just thought he inferred, that was 6 feet too long.
Yeah. When Stottlemyre says that he's farting through silk, I've never heard that before, but apparently it's a thing. And in the movie, they're okay. I think Monk's like, what does that mean? Or something. Like,
I definitely knew what it meant.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard iterations of that, but I don't know if I've heard necessarily farting through silk. But I understood it, so I guess that does make sense. Did you look it up? That it was a thing? Oh, okay.
I did, because I was like, I've never heard that before. But I was like, farting through... Because I thought he said I'm farting through socks. And I was like, what does that mean? So I looked up, I'm farting through, and then it said silk. I was like, because he's rich.
Oh, it filled in the blank for you?
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Thank God I didn't look up farting through socks. I don't want to know what that would have pulled up.
Oh my gosh. That is true. That comment did catch me off guard, though. I was like, really? Okay.
Yeah.
But it looks like, what?
It's just a random little thing.
It was so random to say. My next like is actually in that same scene when they're in that little vestibule or whatever that is. Just that little area you can see through.
Yeah.
And he's trying to convince the captain that he's the guy. Mm-hmm. And he says it. Mm-hmm. And he's like, he's the guy. And I'm like, yeah, he is. Get him, Monk. I don't know. It was just like they had the little catchphrases, like scattered about.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was like, he's the guy. He's the guy.
That's the best.
So,
yeah. Yeah, I had that too.
Okay.
Yeah. Monk reading Molly Griffin's vows after he's dead. That is a super duper sweet scene with great acting from both of them. Yeah. Like, that's amazing. That whole scene's really great.
Yeah. That one was sad.
Yeah.
I think I had that on my previous notes and I didn't put it in here. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I did have that.
Yeah.
My next one is another clue. I was like, Monk's cooking, he's cooking. Whenever he sees the address on the Post-it notes from the desk before, I was like,
such a pool.
Wow.
He cooked with that.
Wow. I'm like, they had to have shown it.
Yeah.
Like, they showed it to us. Didn't clock it at all. I guess because it was a whole table of magazines. Mm-hmm. And so you were looking kind of at the magazines as like the focal point and the Post-it notes right there. And you're like, wow. He totally did see the Post-it note.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah. And then he says this when he's in the animal shelter. Mm-hmm. He's like, I saw a Post-it note. So, and then the lady's like, wow, that's really cool. How'd you do that? And Allie's like, it's a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I don't know about the gift part anymore. But yeah. So it was literally right after that. I'm like, it's a gift and a curse. And I was like, I had to write down the catchphrases.
Exactly.
Classic.
I like that they hit all of them.
Yeah.
They didn't miss a catchphrase.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, not that I clocked.
The Dr. Bell scene where he reveals that he retired 2 months ago, but he loves Adrian so much that he wasn't willing to just leave him.
Yep.
That's so good. That's my
next one, too. Yeah.
We're on the same page.
We're flowing.
We're on the same page here. Okay. Like, every single one we have similar.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. But, yeah, that scene's great. Dr. Bell's great actor. And it's honestly a little bit better than the scene with Molly and him where he's reading her vows. I don't know. They're very similar, but I think I like it more just because we know both of them.
Dr. Bell.
Better.
Yeah.
Dr. Bell's always there for him, and that's such a sweet thing for him to do for him.
Yeah.
To be there for him 2 months after he retired.
The only thing I didn't like about that is just as a mentally, handicapped or whatever you would call Monk, whatever, that to say I stayed around for you because you're that bad. That was like the first thing. I was like, oh, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I retired 2 months ago, but I kept you because I know you needed me. You know what I mean? Like, there's a sweet sentiment to it.
Yeah.
But more, instead of saying more like, I thought you needed me, more like, because I wanted to keep seeing you or something. I didn't want to let you go or something like that instead of like...
That's a sentiment I got from being like, him saying that was me being like...
Okay, yeah. That's how you seemed like you were describing it, and that's why I had to say like, that kind of took me back though, like when he said it, I was like, oh, if I had heard that, then like, I'm that bad that you had to stick around for me? Like,
I didn't get that vibe.
You know why? Because they had the whole conversation about the A, B, and C. He's like, oh, I read your book. And he's like, I know I'm patient A. And he's like, I can't say. And he's like, I know I'm patient B. And he's like, it's really just a collection. And he's like, but I'm definitely not patient C. That guy is crazy. Yeah. He's like, He's like, oh, God, I'm patient C.
He's like, I'm patient A through C. It's so funny.
So again, that I think I was connecting that sentiment of like, oh no, like I'm not better, I am crazy, and then him saying, I stuck around for 2 extra months because you need the help. But yes, overall, it was that literal first sentence because it was the first thing he said.
Yeah,
I have to tell you something. I stuck around for 2 extra months or whatever. I was like, oh, I don't know if I would have said that in that way, but otherwise, I literally have. Sweet. The session was really sweet. He was crying because he knew something was off about him. That's where I feel like I was like, okay, that seems a little bit better because he was like asking him, are you refilling these prescriptions? Like, are you hoarding them?
Yeah,
because they're supposed to be for like emergency cases. Like, you're not supposed to be taking them that much, which I thought was also kind of strange. I don't even know if I put that in the plot hole, but I was like, should you be refilling them if he's supposed to be only using them in emergencies?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Like let me know.
Since when has Monk taken all of that? Why would you let him refill that?
Exactly. Super weird.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of a plot hole, but that's fine. But yes, I did like how he started crying. They were crying together, and then he was telling Monk, because he knew something was off, how loved and appreciated that he was. And so that, I think that, again, that one sentence was just, it caught me off guard at the beginning. But otherwise, I liked the whole scene.
A little bit backhanded, almost. Yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying. The Randy Newman score, as Monk is preparing to off himself, was something I wasn't ready for.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really, really sad.
It was really sad.
But not in a good way. I don't know why this is in likes almost, but it was really sad.
Yeah.
Just something I wanted to mention.
Yeah. I mean, because Randy Newman, when he comes out with a song for Monk, it's like, I mean, he knows how to pull the heartstrings.
Exactly.
So it's like,
It's like nostalgic, too. It's like...
Yeah, because it could be any song. It could have been an instrumental song.
Yeah.
It could have been a one that, just any song can make you feel that. And the scene itself is sad anyways. He's cleaning his apartment. He's vacuuming it. He puts the table back after, because that's the Trudy table. That was crooked. And he puts the table back. So you're like, okay, it's over. But then they're playing Randy Newman. And you're like...
It's like a whole different level.
Oh, no.
It's literally a whole other level added onto that whole scene.
Because it's Monk.
Exactly.
Randy Newman is equals Monk.
What loyalty that... Like, it just pays off. Every time you hear it, it's like...
Yeah.
Like, back... Between the both of them, like, Monk, the show, and Randy Newman. Like, that's so great that they did that the entire time. I love that.
Yeah. Oh, I also have that he was writing the notes to everyone. Yes. That's in that same scene.
Yes.
And there's, like, a one to Julie and Benji, Randy, and then the one that... Did you have that in your likes?
No.
The note to Harold.
No, I didn't.
He writes it, and it's like, almost all is forgiven. Your friend, Adrian Monk, and then he goes back and puts the air quotes around friend.
Yes, that's so good. Harold Crenshaw mentioned, that's like another thing that's like a fan thing. Like, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
true.
Perfect.
Yep.
Like, if we couldn't, at least if we couldn't have him in here, like, there you go. The scene with Trudy at the very end, with all of the murder victims that he helped, plus one of the cold cases that he has yet to help. What was that?
It's one of these posters. This one keeps falling. I don't know why. Sorry, I'm pretty sure this is Luke's picture. Sorry. It keeps falling.
But the scene with all the murder victims that he helped, plus one of the cold cases. I thought that was a good scene. Not a great scene. It was a good scene. And it was cute, and it was, like, powerful. Like, it was, like, maybe this isn't Mr. Monk's last case. Like, definitely alluded to that.
Yes. Okay, that's what I got too. I was like, but then, I mean, obviously it would be like Traylor Howard's not even acting anymore. She's probably not going to do this again. But I did clock that at the very end. I was like, wait a second. But he didn't solve the case. Yeah. No. Yeah. I did catch that at the very end. Let's see. I moved this around. So, okay. So my next thing is that here's what happened. Whenever he figures out the bomb is going to go off. Okay. And that was my, I mean, not mine, but it's the first like solving of a case.
With the delivery.
Because there's two, here's what happens. There's one at the end and he solves the tape measure thing. And then this is the first one where he realizes the package delivery guy, because he drives by and he's like, that's the guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my gosh, here's what happened. Or here's what's about to happen. And then he goes through. And
really good.
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh. So I thought that was, to me, I kind of sort of liked that one better than the
actual
than the tape measure one.
Yeah.
I felt like the whole like, you know, backing up of the car and all that whole scene I thought was more suspenseful.
No, yeah.
And better.
That was one of the best scenes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I thought. That's why I just was like, oh, here's what happened. Like he obviously says it, and then that, to me, that payoff was a little bit better than the one at the end. But I don't know. I guess that's another one. That's a different one. But
I didn't write this down, but the part of that where Monk is going to save him from the bomb, and it blows up, and then he steps in dog poop, and he's sprawling around like he's dead. That's the funniest part. That was my favorite part. That was the funniest part to me. Was when he's acting like he's dead. He's like, just cut it off. Just cut it off.
Natalie, amputate.
It's perfect. It's literally amazing.
That was classic Natalie.
Yeah.
Mr. Monk, Mr. Monk,
yeah.
what happened? Oh my gosh, Mr. Monk, where are you hurt? Where are you hurt? And then she's like, she realizes it's the poop, and she's like, and she's so mad. That's like that's classic Natalie. Her frustration where she's and she does that to him.
That whole scene is great. And then when it just cuts to him with no shoes on. And Ed Stottlemeyer's like, I've never seen your feet before. And he's like, I have 3 times. 3 times. It's so good. It's so good. That whole scene's amazing.
Yeah, that is really good. I feel like he said that about him being naked before, too. Like, I've only seen myself naked once or something like that. It's like, he's seen himself naked once, but his feet 3 times? That's crazy.
That's so funny.
That is crazy. I think this next, is before all of that. It's, I put Geraldo, because he's at Rick Eden's house, and he's tending bar.
Yes.
And at first you don't know it's him. You just see the little tiny umbrellas in the trash, and there's like 100 of them in there. And then everyone's like really impatient, and then it shows Monk like messing with it, and he has a big old mustache on. So it's really funny. But it's funny because I think I've explained to you before who Geraldo is, but he's like some news guy, but he's known like he has a he's a big fuzzy mustache, and someone just really quietly in the background goes, hurry up, Geraldo, or something.
Oh, really?
It's so funny.
Oh, I didn't catch that at all.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's cute.
That's really funny.
The mustache was good.
That's funny. My last I have Watson the dog. Mm-hmm. Super cute dog. And Natalie mentions that he looks like Watson, which I thought was really on the nose. Like, the dog was like obviously with its mannerisms was like Monk, but it also did look like him. Like, it was curly haired, and it was
black curly hair.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I thought that was great. And the name is an obvious callback to Sherlock Holmes and Watson, like his sidekick, which I thought was really cute.
Yes.
Like, it's just like his little Watson.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Super good. I was like, oh, that's such a good. That's so smart.
I have that too. That's my final like. Mm-hmm. I'm not done. I have just like 2 or 3 more.
Okay.
But I was like, have they ever even mentioned at all? Maybe once. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. They've never even really mentioned Sherlock.
Yeah.
In the whole series. Mm-hmm. And that's what Monk is based off of.
Yeah.
Like, his assistant, I'm pretty sure, is supposed to be like his Watson.
Yeah.
So that's like a known fact. But they never mention that until the very, 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 very end. And it's like, here's Watson. I don't know. Like, I mean, I loved it. But I was thinking, like, that's so funny because Monk is based off of Sherlock. But this is the first time we've ever heard that.
Had like a little homage to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess Andy Breckman thought about that, right? I mean, it's his creation, so makes sense.
But Watson, the dog, as a whole, the whole episode, like at the very end, because you see her the dog one time, and then at the very end, that's it. But the whole, like, it's really good. It's really good.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So let's see. Mine is still kind of back in the right after the Geraldo thing, where the whole chase scene, when they're chasing him. Well, they have the whole kind of standoff thing where he offers him the $1 billion.
Sure.
And he doesn't take it. He takes the laptop instead and starts running.
Yeah.
And then they have this like epic run where they're running across. Of course, it's stopped by the light situation, and he's at the tennis court, and he turns on the lights, and he could have just turned off the lights, whatever, right? But I was in that moment. I'm pretty sure both times I watched it, or 3 times, whatever. Now, I was like, "Oh, this is cinematic."
Yeah.
It reminded me of Mr. Monk is on the Run.
Yeah.
And then also him riding up on the boat with the astronaut balloon, the girl. She's like, "What does he say?" I told her things I haven't told anyone.
She's a great swimmer. She's a fantastic swimmer. I love that. And that was very obvious to me that was going to be, like, coming back. Like, you can tell when they put something in there, and it's like, oh, we're going to see that later.
What the heck is that thing?
Yeah.
Did I put that in a plot hole? Did you put that in a plot hole?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
We both did.
Okay.
Because I said it, and you said, yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rattly action. We get to have one last time when they're on TV together.
Yeah.
And they're like, live from the space shuttle, we have Natalie Albright and Randy Disher.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, hi. And like, they just have great chemistry. I'm like, I would listen to that podcast so fast. But yeah, so then they're like listing his fears. They're listening. Well, actually, it's needles, then heights, then they add like mothballs or something to it or something. And Neil Diamond.
Yeah.
Like, no, it goes Neil Diamond, then well. So, yeah, they just had great chemistry.
Yeah.
And then I did end up liking the measuring tape clue in the end. Like,
I
feel like it was simple, but I also didn't figure it out.
I love that. Yeah, it was simple, but it was just classic, like, I could have gotten that, because I don't like whenever it's like, I could have never guessed that.
Oh, yeah.
I hate that.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I hate when it's, I got that, and I hate when it's, I could have never guessed that. They never showed us anything.
They never showed us that, yeah.
How would we have done? But you could infer, because it is like, how is that possible? You're thinking the whole time that's literally impossible. And it's almost just like some sort of riddle. Like, you're just trying to think about it.
Yeah. Because they also said 6 feet longer.
Yeah.
And you didn't know how he did that. I mean, I guess the most obvious way was he switched the chords.
Yeah.
Like, they swapped the cord and he put one that was 6 feet longer. But it was a whole measure twice, cut once thing. And so you were like,
there's no way.
Yeah. So,
it's pretty good.
Yeah. I ended up like I said, it felt simple, but I didn't get it.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, I can't.
So we're simple.
Exactly. And then my last final is when they solve the case. Monk solves the case, and all 4 of them, the gang is standing there, and Natalie's on his side like she usually is, and she's like, I gotta say, I've really missed this. And Randy says, me too. And then she links arms with him, and they start walking. And then Randy says something about, oh no, because Stottlemyre says, I guess I'm retired again.
Yeah.
And Randy says, well, there's a position open in Jersey. I couldn't figure out. I think he said deputy.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, is that like below a sheriff? Though?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's what, right? That's what I was thinking.
That was like the joke, I guess.
Well, I didn't know because he said New Jersey. He didn't say like deputy.
Yeah.
Really. He said New Jersey.
That was a weird joke.
Yeah. So I was like, is the joke that it was a lower position? Because that would have been funny.
He has to live in New Jersey.
Yeah. I think I would have said deputy.
Yeah.
Deputy? He could have said
unless deputy's above it, and we don't know that. But there's no way. Sheriff is like the sheriff.
Yeah, what's the point of being like, oh, he's the sheriff, if you're going to be like, deputy. Oh, you can come be my boss again?
Deputy's definitely the bottom. Below that, I mean.
It has to be.
Definitely.
There is a thing called deputy sheriff.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know what that means. But also different places are probably different too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But yeah, I also didn't I kind of didn't like that they might have implied it a little bit, but I think with the joke of like, wait, is that position under him? He probably wouldn't take a position that was under Randy. Also, I couldn't tell if his comment about New Jersey was like, does that mean that you like New Jersey, or you're like, New Jersey, really?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? I would like a little bit more implied, like, if he is actually going to go.
Yeah.
Or not. It's also somebody else who leaves Monk, which is not. I don't like that. Mm-hmm. Also, Oh, no. I was going to say, were we supposed to think that Molly was going to go to New York? Were we? And that Monk was going to go with him? Go with her?
I think Monk stays and she goes.
Because Monk does the visitor's pass. Like, he keeps his visitor's pass, and he's staying there with Watson.
Exactly.
So then everybody's going to leave him?
Yeah.
Oh, what? I don't like this anymore.
This is a good transition to dislikes.
Okay.
So, what did you dislike about this episode?
Obvious first thing was no Sharona.
Yeah.
And that was, like, I think the second scene, technically, when they're in the airport.
Yep.
And Randy says, oh, Sharona has to stand with the baby and whatever. But I do like that they didn't tease anything about it and they nipped it in the bud, like, right then and there. So that way you weren't like, oh, I wonder if she's going to, you know what I mean? Like, if they didn't mention her name at all, you probably would be thinking
she might show up,
Yeah. You'd probably be like, it's not likely, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even though they did say that, I still was kind of
I know,
hoping.
you were so disappointed.
Yeah.
I was like, you've seen it before.
Yeah.
Like, there was no Sharona?
I feel like I remember there being Sharona.
Yeah. I was like, no.
Like, I'm really bad at movies, at, like, remembering what happened.
Me too.
And I just completely forgot everything that happened, really. Like, I remember the gist of the gist, but I don't.
You don't.
But it was a completely different movie for me. I mean, a completely new movie. But, I mean, it was good, so. This is the very beginning scene. Not the very, very beginning scene, because the very, very beginning scene was a flashback. But right after that, there's a scene with Monk and his wife in real life. And his editor, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't understand who that was supposed to be.
Random guy.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
Because she said that you don't have any more editors. We already went through all our editors. So
he seemed like he worked there to me. Had nothing to do with his book, really. Yeah.
And he was never mentioned again.
Yeah.
But, this was at the time I wrote this, but it kind of smooths out throughout the movie. I was kind of weirded out by the fact that Molly, this is obviously just for the plot, but Molly only has one, like, sort of demand, and it's that Monk pays for her wedding. It's just kind of a random, like, I just thought it was really random, like, why, like, obviously that needed to be the case, that so he could be depressed throughout the whole movie. But I just thought it was, like, kind of...
Because it's not really her dad.
Yeah, and it's also, like, you're also... Not that. More so just, like... I don't know. Like, if she was really nice... So I wrote this when it happened, because she didn't actually care.
Okay, right, okay.
Like, she seemed like she was chill with it.
She was like, I always wanted a small wedding anyway.
Yeah. But that was a weird thing to just have. And I don't know. I just thought it was weird. Like, if it was, if she actually had a problem with it throughout the movie and been like, I just wish someone would have paid for it or something, like, I don't think that's weird. Like, it's weird that she was demanding that.
Well, I don't know if she was demanding.
It was just like
her
one thing.
No, but I thought he was saying it's the one thing that I promised her or something. Not like that she...
It was the one thing she's ever wanted from him or something.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell you. I don't really remember the line, honestly.
I remember it being weird.
But it's reminding me of Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore 2. Where the first one, the first movie is he's trying to save money to buy his grandma's house back. Yeah. And then, so that's like really high stakes. Yeah. And then the second movie is he's paying for his daughter's like college or something. Yeah. Her dance school or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's not the same at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why it's reminding me of that, but like
it's just like.
Well, okay, yeah, I do, because Monk is basically suicidal.
Yeah.
About not being able to pay for a wedding.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really strange.
Like,
but like I said, it needed to happen for the story. But it's something that you're adding to a character because of the story.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, like you're trading that off.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting to me.
And imagine like it's the same thing, but just a side tangent. Like if he had gone through with it, and then it was because that, like, how would that make her feel?
Like literally,
that's awful. Yeah. Like she literally doesn't care that much. No one cares that much.
Exactly.
So. Yeah.
And she doesn't throughout the movie, so this isn't that big.
Exactly.
But like it was a weird thing that they decided to do.
Yeah, I have to pay for Wally's wedding. And you're like, Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's the only thing she's ever asked me for, ever.
Yeah, that was like the other line that I had where I was like, no, the Dr. Bell thing was fine. It's just the one sentence at the beginning.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the feeling that I got. And it kind of dampened that whole scene. But it ended up being fine.
Exactly.
It's just,
No, exactly.
Okay. So my other one, so I said no Sharona. And then the next thing was the police station was so like new and modern.
Yeah.
And I disliked that. It makes logical sense because it's been X amount of years, but it would have been a little cooler, I think, if the precinct looked mostly the same.
I know.
And then it was like maybe there were some officers there that still knew Stottlemyre, and Randy.
Yeah.
Like, hey, buddy, or something.
That would be great.
Like, oh, we sure miss you, or something. Like, just, even if there wasn't anybody that they knew, they at least could have given us like the set or something.
Yeah, or like his old office or like something.
Yeah. Like,
that would have been dope.
Yeah, if he maybe Stottlemyre just like looks in there or something.
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on there,
It's just completely different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely weird.
Like, why not?
Yeah. Why not? You're building a whole set.
Yeah.
Just make it look a little bit more like it didn't look anything like it.
Yeah, and I have us on the same thing because Monk's apartment also looked different.
Really? I thought it looked pretty similar.
Okay, so that's why I said, did Monk move? ? And then I was like, well, actually, I don't think they definitely tried to set it up the same way, but they didn't shoot it at the same angles.
Yeah. So that's what makes it look...
It makes it look different.
Yeah.
It's like, what is the point? Again, like, we're trying... We're here for the nostalgia. We're here for things like that.
Yeah.
And really, they gave us no similar settings. Mm-hmm. Dr. Bell's office is different. The precinct is different.
Yeah.
Monk's is different.
I would say Monk's house is the closest.
Yeah. But again, they're not... That's the one thing that they gave us, but they really didn't even.
Yeah.
Because the only shot we get of it is the kitchen. Mm-hmm. Like the kitchen set at the end, where he's at the counter, and then they turn it around and look at the dog. They just never shoot that way.
Yeah.
And then the living room when he's vacuuming his stuff, he's getting ready to go.
Yeah.
And that shot, it's like there's a whole separate area this way and that way, and so
it looks a lot bigger.
I thought it looked smaller.
To me, it looked so much bigger. I was like, Monk's house, Monk Ridge.
No, to me it looks so much small. It looked like they were purposely trying to build the set super small so they didn't have to show you like the size.
To me, it looks like a bigger house.
Because think about where he sits at his desk. It's like to the left. And
I don't remember. I just remember feeling like it was bigger. I don't remember. I really don't.
Okay. Well, that was my big one. Like my big like tangible what we saw on the screen type.
Yeah.
Of they could have given us that.
Yeah.
That's just my thing.
Okay, the pacing at the beginning of the movie is very slow. It starts off slow to me.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, Monk as a TV show is also pretty slow. But it definitely ramped up towards the middle and the end. But the whole beginning was very like, let's go, like setting things up, obviously, as the beginning of movies go. But for some reason, it just felt really slow. And also, the normal beginning of the movie being slow added on to Monk's like comedy being slow and like sort of being like they do this thing where they repeat the same joke because it makes it makes it funnier, lets you sit in the moment or whatever, and it makes it more awkward and like, are you serious? Like, but it is making it a slower movie in the end. And I don't know if it was because I was tired last night, but that felt slow. It definitely picked up.
I'm trying to think, because at first I stayed downstairs with y'all to watch it until the scene with Rick Eden comes up. Like, they are introducing the character, and I'm like, oh, I don't care about this part.
Yeah.
And I got up. And so I was like, I think that might be where they're trying to introduce him, and they're in this launch pad, and then him and Griffin go outside.
Exactly.
And all of that. That seemed a lot. But if you
slow.
look back at the plot, everything definitely moved the plot forward.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're just setting things up.
Yeah.
But it is slow.
Yeah.
It's definitely slow. Like, they could have added a little more.
Okay.
At the beginning. Not a big one. Also not a big one.
Yeah. Okay. So mine's actually to that scene I was just talking about where he's talking to Griffin and they show they show the flashback. I know it was in my likes. It was in my likes because I was like, oh, Monk nostalgia. I love this. This brings me back to Monkland.
Yeah.
But we definitely did not need to see the murder of his partner to know he was the bad guy, and he definitely murdered his partner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think they could have left it a little bit more mysterious. Because, again, we're going to fill in the blanks that he did, because he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
But even, like, the Stottlemyre kind of doubting it or whatever, we could have been more on Stottlemyre's side for a little bit of it. You know? Like, I don't know. It was very, very, very spelt out.
Dude, that's one of my dislikes as well, yeah.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
The threat, like, where he's threatening him, it's like, we already have the guy threatening him, so that implies his guilt as well.
Yeah.
What would you rather? Or bribing, not threatening, but same thing.
Yeah.
Like, that takes care of that. So why do we need to see the flashback of the murder?
Yeah. What did I say? I thought I put it on here, but I was like, they just reveal it too early.
Yeah.
We could have been left in more suspense. But I more so meant whenever they show him meeting up with the guy that Stottlemyre catches him. I thought that was too soon as well. Like, him specifically being pointed to that murder. But I get what you're saying, like, being shown that he's a murderer in general at the very beginning of the movie. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, what are you getting at here?
Yeah. It's funny because I was thinking about that scene when he does meet up with a guy. I was like, okay, like, you've already spelt it out for us.
Yeah.
I was thinking you already spelt it out enough for us, but this could have been the scene where you revealed that he actually did it. We already knew that he did.
Yeah.
We already knew that he did at the beginning because you told us. But if you had let us think, maybe possibly, is there a slight possibility? That was like, I don't know, probably 40 minutes, maybe an hour into the movie. So then you could have been like, because what was your dislike about it? That it was spelt out.
Yeah.
Like, that it was revealed too soon.
Yeah.
Right? That makes sense, but it actually was spelt that he was a murderer in the second scene.
Yeah.
So if they had just waited until then you would have been like, oh shoot, he totally is.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's just difficult. I don't know. I just think I'm okay with knowing he's a murderer, but I was mad to figure out that he was the murderer so fast. I don't know. I just didn't, like, it seemed like an unnecessary scene that Stottlemyre finds out before Monk gets complete 100% confirmation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might be after, but why did that scene need to happen if we knew? Like, I just don't get it. Why? I just didn't get that scene at all. I
guess that scene was because Stottlemyre was dragging it out so much. Like, Monk, don't ruin this for me, even though you're telling me, like, blatant evidence. He, as the security guy, could not deny with his own eyes what he was seeing. And so he was like, crap.
Yeah.
I guess that's what had to make him come around. But yeah. So we basically have the same dislike, but it's like for different scenes of the movie.
But it was a problem. Nonetheless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Monk being suicidal. It's just a very interesting aspect to take in this movie, and it just seems definitely unnecessary, and it is like a joke throughout the whole thing, basically, and it's not that like I get it, but I just don't get it. like I get, like, once again, I get why they had to do it for the story, but you also could have done without it the entire time. I just thought it was, not that it was poor taste or anything. Like, I thought it was fine. Like, I don't think it's done in poor taste. I think it's a good topic to address and discuss, but not here and not at this time. Yeah.
Yeah. But I have stuff about that, but I'm not even sure that it's in my dislikes. I think it is, but it's, I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. Okay, we can talk about it later.
Okay. We kind of talked about this already. Stottlemyre's radar is totally off.
Completely off.
Like,
classic.
Not only. I mean, yes. Not only is he just like doubting it, like his radar's not even Like
I know.
in the beginning. Because remember when they first meet him and Stottlemyre is in there with Rick Eden, Rick makes like some type of joke.
Yeah.
Or like not even a joke. And Stottlemyre's like, haha, just like laughing. Like, oh, he's up his butt. Like, this is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like his radar is totally off. He's,
like, where
he's
does
a nice
morals
guy.
go?
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Like not even, That's
Yeah.
his radar is off. Not only does he not believe Monk when Monk is always right, has always been right, and all of that. It's the fact that he didn't even see it in the first place without Monk being there at all.
He's lost it.
Yeah.
He doesn't have it anymore.
Or he doesn't not have it. I think he's blinded by the money. Mm-hmm. He's blinded by the job and the watch and the car and all of that. So he let himself get that way. Yeah, I don't think
Okay. The Ricky Eden commercial at the very beginning is some of the worst. So, first of all, it's all stock footage. It's all stock. So, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like 10 seconds of the movie. But it's how they introduce him.
Yeah, they're explaining it. And he's like, I made a shipping
commercial.
company.
It's like a commercial on the TV or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's like, I made a shipping company and that's how I made my money and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And, okay. Like, it's just, it made me, throughout the movie, I didn't feel like it was a very low quality film. Or low budget, low quality. But that scene in particular is very low budget. Like, let's just make a fake commercial with stock footage and, like, obvious, like, I don't know. It was just, it was hard. It was a hard watch.
Yeah, like a super afterthought.
Yeah.
Like, you gave it forethought a little bit, the concept, but then when you're like, just put together a commercial. Like,
and not even just that fact that the budget was terrible for it, but also, like, that as a storytelling, like, as exposition for the movie, for how you're going to set up your villain. Like,
make him seem even cooler.
Just show it. Don't tell us. Like, don't be like, oh, I'm a billionaire. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, that's how you're going to introduce him. Like, why don't we just meet him when Stottlemyre meets him? And, like, be like, okay. Like, I don't know. And just have Stottlemyre explain, like, oh, this is how he made his money, blah, blah, blah. Like,
yeah, they had to fit in, like, oh, yeah, he's in meeting with this guy. Oh, who is this guy? Whom... oh, he's this, and then they're like, and now he's in his launch pad, and he's thinking, and remember, and then they show him, it was just, it was a little,
I was like, okay.
Man, I guess they do that to the other villains, though, in their own ways.
I just thought it was poor exposition in general. Poor exposition, the budget for that was not there, and it was at the very beginning of the movie. So, the very beginning of the movie was probably my least favorite part. And I'll leave it at that.
Okay. All right. Okay, we already kind of talked about this too, but a lot of the clues and the crimes are spelt out for us. The rope was 6 feet too long. It's funny, we already talked about this, but it's just in my notes that I said it's very hit you over the head, and then you're like, I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's so funny. And then, so then I had put again that the first clue that I liked was the delivery driver. So at this point in the movie, we know pretty much everything that happened except for how exactly it happened. Like, we know who the bad guy is. We know what the crime is. We know that his rope was too long. We know the delivery driver did all this. So now we just don't... the only clue that... and I guess that is kind of Monk. Like, but how? What is that one clue that we're missing? It is, but it's also like, they just gave us way too much information for essentially a 2-part episode. If we've talked about how we've had those before, and they have cliffhangers in the middle, so it's like they've given us less here to be like, oh wow, we don't know anything, like we have known nothing that's going on, and then been like, and then we wrap it all up or whatever. So I don't know, that was just like,
there was no like big here's what happened where you're like, oh you're just kind of like, yes, okay, that makes sense.
Yep. That's a really good explanation.
Like, I didn't know, but now I know. Like, that's it. That's the only...
I know exactly what I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I know the thing is 6 feet long, but how?
Yeah. It is clever, and it is cool, but it's not like...
That's all like, exactly. There was this, and then this, and this, and this, and this. Yeah, it was very just... he broke in, he did the measure, and that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah.
Which, okay. Yeah. So the scuba diving incident, I was confused. So they were scuba diving in their pool? Or what? Why are they in a pool? Did you notice that?
Oh, what do you mean?
Like, it was in like a pool. Like, you scuba dive in the ocean.
Wait, what makes you think it was in a pool?
Because there's a wall behind them. And I was like, what? I promise, there's a wall behind them.
I think I
because you could see
the
like reflections on the wall. And I'm like, so they're scuba diving in a pool?
That's a plot hole. That might be a plot hole. Like, it's just bad shooting.
Yeah,
like they did it in a pool and they didn't mean to.
Okay, yeah.
They were supposed to be in a pool.
I didn't know if that was part of it because I missed a little bit of it, but I was like, they're totally scuba diving in a pool right now. So either that's a plot hole or why are they doing that and I don't like that. Yeah.
Because, you wouldn't even go training in a thing like that.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. That actually doesn't sound wrong to me.
I can double check, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I feel like I understand exactly what you're saying. I do remember it feeling a little like cheap.
Yeah.
Like over dramatized. Mm-hmm. Like
yeah. No,
yeah. So
that too.
Yeah, so then maybe they were in a pool, and that's just bad. They
were totally in a pool because they weren't in the ocean.
Yeah.
They weren't in the ocean at all. I was like, okay.
The only thing I could think of is some type of training for something.
Right, but he murdered him there. Yeah,
and they're also not the actual people that go in space. Oh no, he is. Never mind, he is. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
So maybe they were just. Yeah, but does that work to train in a pool if you're trying to practice like pressurized environment?
I don't think
so. You know what I mean? You could learn how to like breathe through the tank in a pool, but that's about it. And then you couldn't like fight them off enough to go.
And also, they live on the ocean, so why would they be doing that?
I don't know.
One of his houses
caught
is
yourself
on the
a plot
ocean.
hole.
Yeah, I think so. So.
Okay, I think we had a little bit of different opinion on this one, but I put Griffin dies. I had that in my likes and in my dislikes. But Griffin dies, but I wasn't super invested in him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I do admit that it probably would have like taken a lot more to make Griffin as important to Molly as Trudy was to Monk, because obviously, right, we have a lot more time to build that, and Monk is Monk, so he is very obsessive and all of that.
Yes.
So I get that it is a little different, but it seems like they just could have tried. Like maybe she treats him more like maybe Molly and Monk treat him more like Trudy. It just seemed like a very basic relationship that it was like, how long has she been with this guy?
Yeah.
When did they meet? How attached? You know what I mean? That sounds rude because they're obviously getting married, but she just didn't seem super attached to him.
Okay.
I don't know. That was just my thing. I don't know. That was
my next dislike is she low-key underreacted.
Okay.
Yeah, she underreacted.
She underreacted. That's what I thought.
Like she cries for like 30 seconds, and she kind of is in a shocked mode,
and she remembers the 6-foot thing,
but it's also like I don't know
if I would have remembered that. I think I would have been hysterical.
Like, holy crap, yeah, like she underreacted.
Yeah,
she definitely underreacted, and she cries one more time in the movie throughout the whole thing.
Yes,
that's it.
When she reading her vows. Yes,
which super sad. Yeah, but that's it.
And then what else at the end, at the very end of the movie too, I don't know. I mean, I guess she wouldn't have to react, but I don't know. When she was touching her tattoo ring at the very end, and she's just like smiling, I'm like, bro, it was like 4 days ago. Monk was catatonic for 3 years when Trudy died, bro.
Literally.
Like, what? Yeah, I was, and I think, and so this is what doesn't make sense to me. The disconnect is, we don't want to make it too, Molly is, super depressed. We don't make it that dark. It's not that serious. Mm-hmm. Really? Because Monk is suicidal the entire time. So you didn't want to go that dark?
Yeah.
Why not make Griffin the Trudy character, and it devastates Molly, and therefore it devastates Monk, and that's why he comes back. It was just, they already set up Monk to be super depressed.
Yeah.
And completely unrelated, and then Molly is like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was another thing is, I put at the end here, at the end she was like, yeah, I'll just know living that the guy murdered him. It's fine.
Yeah.
When they're on the bench. To be fair, she did preface it with, Monk, I don't want anything to happen to you. Griffin's already dead. Like that. But then she was like, I'm chilling. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to solve the murder. And he was like, I got
I
it,
already
though.
solved
Yeah, he already
it.
solved it. He told me he did it. And she's like, oh, he did? Oh, okay.
Yeah. 2 days ago, it's all you could think about. And you're like, I need you.
He's a murderer. He's a murderer.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
now it's like, what?
Let's just go to New York.
Yeah.
Low-key giving, like, she did it vibes.
Right?
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Let's just forget about all this. Yeah. Like, what? Like, actually, everyone says measure twice, cut once. How have you never heard that? Everybody says that.
Everyone does say that.
Everybody says that. Like, how,
But also,
at your
I feel
grown
like
age...
Toby says that, and so I'm like, I don't know if that's just... He also builds, like, things, works on houses.
So many people say that.
I know,
though.
but I feel like I probably should have known it sooner in life, and I didn't know it until a little bit later.
I feel like I've heard that a million times.
As a, not to stereotype, but as a woman, it does make sense that Molly might not have ever heard that.
No. Okay, we don't know how long they know each other, but he measures twice, cuts once every year. We know that for sure.
That is true. They've only known each other for 6 months. I'm going on based on her reaction. That's what I'm gonna say. They've known each other for 6 months.
Less, literally less. Like, actually,
They've been engaged for a week and they've known each other for 6 months.
Literally.
Monk's like, he probably wasn't murdered. It's fine. And she's like, you're right. Let's go to New York.
They really don't care. She really doesn't care. Because first Monk doesn't care, and then he does care, and then she doesn't care. It's like, okay. So did we really need a almost murder?
Trudy's the only one that cares.
Yeah, literally.
She's dead. It's crazy.
Literally.
So this kind of piggybacks off. I was on a train of thought of like, how could we make this better? Mm-hmm. And so I kept going.
Sure.
And my next idea is how we could get past the not really being invested into Griffin. Okay, so I feel like we could have, in the very, very opening of the movie, had the bungee jumping scene, have no idea who Griffin is.
Okay.
And we start the movie, and we see Monk.
So it's still Griffin.
Yes,
okay.
yes. It's still Griffin. And then, so we see even like the book scene or whatever. We see everybody introduced. At some point in this, we get to see Molly happy and that she's having a wedding. We just don't know her fiance yet, whatever.
Okay,
and then maybe Molly gets a phone call that he's died. Mm-hmm. And then that's... Or, okay, what... Oh! I remember thinking when Monk is suicidal in the beginning and he opens the window, mm-hmm. that he gets a phone call that the fiance has died. And that's what stops him in that moment from doing it.
Yeah.
And then that way he's like, oh no, Molly's Trudy is dead. I have to figure this out. Okay. Does that make sense? So we, like I said, bungee accident. We see that maybe we see the airport scene first. So we get introduced to Molly. She's happy. Okay. We see Radley and whatever. Then the next scene, we're at the publishing thing. Then she says, you don't have the money for the wedding. And she's like, oh no, he's so excited about the wedding. He gets suicidal all of a sudden. And then she gets the call, and then we start that. And like I said, so we don't even have to know Griffin. The thing is, I mean, obviously it would get a little bit more complicated. You'd have to introduce, but still, you could still do
Rick Eden.
You could still do the whole Rick Eden thing and be like, they do this all the time in Monk. Oh, I just had a conversation with him yesterday. He said he was going to meet Rick Eden, and he pretty much has threatened him. Mm-hmm. And now he's dead? Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
plus,
you could still
like
do
I
the
said,
same
we
thing.
didn't need that scene with Rick Eden. We could have just been up through Stotty.
Yes. And then we're like, where's Stottlemyre? And we don't know. And you still get the same surprise and everything.
And this fixes how boring the beginning of the movie is. Wow.
Sign me up.
Let's know.
Let's shoot it again. No, I'm just kidding.
Where's High Conrad when we freaking need him? He should have reached out.
You know what? I didn't even look to see if he was on this movie at all.
Me neither.
Because if y'all remember, we interviewed High Conrad. Mm-hmm. He's one of the writers. He said he was the only mystery writer. Everyone else was a comedy writer. So I do wonder...
Would make sense.
If he wasn't...
If he had a hand in it, you think they'd reach out to him for a project like this?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
A lot of people bring back everybody, and then some people bring back nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
So, I mean, Andy obviously came back because he was the creator, and then he brought the cast back, but I have no idea about writers or anything. Randy Newman
came back. That's true.
So, I don't know. It's possible.
Yeah, we should look into that. Griffin dies the day before him and Wally's wedding, and Monk still wants to kill himself. And I'm like,
ooh.
Okay? Like, first of all, he only wants to kill himself because of what? Financial troubles? But the only financial troubles are that he can't pay for her wedding.
Whoa, that's crazy.
So...
That's big brain. You're totally right. I mean, I guess, obviously, like, I say obviously. I've never been suicidal, thank God. Yeah. But there are multiple reasons that pile up, and there's always, like, a last straw, it seems, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's the last straw, but it's like, if the last straw is no longer a straw, then why are we doing this? Yeah. And you want to leave her still when her fiance just died?
That's what Yeah. That's not just the plot hole of, like, you don't
the wedding is gone.
Yeah, the wedding is gone. You don't have to pay for anything anymore.
Yeah.
Plus, it would have been way smaller, and everyone was okay with it. She's now going to lose her husband and her dad in the same week?
Yeah.
Because what?
Because you
can't pay for
the
a
wedding
non-wedding? That's not going to happen?
Yeah, what? Makes no sense.
I was like, okay, Monk, come on.
Yeah. And I think that's... I mean, obviously they wanted to get that message and put it out there and help others or whatever. Toby is...
Yapping.
I text him recording. Stop calling. Okay, thank you. But yeah, like I said, I feel like they definitely... They obviously... really liked Stop Calling.
Okay, go ahead.
Or we just stop calling. So how's it going? But anyway, so obviously they wanted to get that message out there about the, the hotline and all that thing. But I think that just shows they might have been pushing it a little too much when, like you said, at that point it didn't even make sense anymore.
Yeah.
Almost uncharacteristically of Monk.
Yeah. Totally uncharacteristically.
Because one other time we've seen him suicidal, and that was when Harold was the Frisco Fly, I think. And so, again, he was all the way up until he found out that he wasn't the Frisco Fly, and then he was, like, snapped out of it. Because Remember, because he thought, he was like, oh, wait, if Harold is as crazy as I am, and he overcame his fears and all of that, I must be way far behind. And that made him, like, suicidal.
Yeah.
But then, you know what I mean? And then he snapped out of it because that was no longer a factor.
Yeah.
Wedding, no longer a factor. Snapped out of it. Didn't happen. Like.
Yeah.
And leaving Molly. That's just, like, the cherry on top. Yeah. Like, I don't know. That's a good one.
I've mentioned this many a time. Many a time. As people who've listened to the podcast know. I don't like Melora Hardin as Trudy.
Okay, yeah.
But I watched the movie this is the first time I've seen Monk in a while, so that's obviously another dislike that I'd like to bring up. I just don't think... It's not that I don't think she's pretty enough. She's just not dreamy enough, I feel like. She's not... I don't know. She's just not like... I've never liked her.
She's real or something? Like, she's too Jan, for one.
She's obviously too Jan.
Yeah.
Too Jan from The Office.
She's,
And
she's not, like, angelic enough.
Yeah, she's very much like, okay.
Yeah, like, I like her, but then she's just not... Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, she's not that kind of actress. Like, she's that...
She's really not.
I don't know. I was thinking, like, Hardy or something. Like, she's not, like... Like, she's a tough lady.
Yeah, like she would be, like...
She'd be a good Natalie. Like, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like, almost a little too hard to be Natalie. But I think Trudy's even softer than that.
Yeah.
Even softer than Natalie.
Exactly.
And Melora Hardin is not. She's
not even close.
Harder than Trailer Howard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Weird words that I'm using, but I go. You know what I'm saying, though.
Like, it's... She's not delicate enough. She's not... Yeah. I get what you're saying. She's
At least the way that Monk describes her.
yeah, like she's just like the only person who like truly got him, and she was super nice, and she was all this like things, and like especially when she's like dead, and she's like an angel or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like supposed to be just like her happy self. She's just kind of like Jan in the office the whole time. She's just kind of like,
Michael, don't do this.
yeah, like
It's not worth
Adrian,
it.
you have to. You don't. Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's it.
Yeah. Okay. My next one, I think this is a big one, honestly, is too much Monk.
Okay.
Not enough of the gang.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I think that we either needed a really good crime, iconic crime,
Okay.
or you have to give us more of what we want, right? Like, Monk is the dynamic in the gang and all of that, or it's a really good crime where Monk is cooking the whole time, or he's going mano a mano to somebody. Those are the best episodes.
Yeah.
And it was like some of this, sorry, you can't see if you're not watching the YouTube video, some of the mano a mano stuff, some of the gang, some of Monk being extrinsic? No, extra, what do I say?
Eccentric.
Thank you. Some of that, and then a lot of Monk being sad.
Yeah.
And Monk being depressed, right? And it just goes back to the maybe not liking that storyline, but it's just like, it is a lot of, I don't want to say it's a lot of Tony Shalhoub, because I love Tony Shalhoub. It's not that. It's there isn't enough. Like, if I can tell you all of the scenes, there's only 2 rattly actions. There's one in the beginning in the airport, and then there's one at the end where they're on TV together. Yeah. The other scene they have together is that when they go see Stottlemyre, which that's kind of a Stottlemyre thing, about the Randy Disher project, but that doesn't have anything to do with Natalie, really. You know, like, there's, like, that, obviously that's the best scene, that's amazing. Then you have I guess you do have the theory one, but I don't know, just out of the hour and 37, like, I wish there was more. That was hilarious when Randy did this, that was so funny when him and Stottlemyre, maybe that's what's missing, Stottlemyre Randy action.
Yeah.
Because those
there
are
was
good.
like 2 lines between
Yeah.
them. But I don't know. I feel like I have to disagree with you.
Okay.
I just feel like it is the Monk movie, and he does a good job, and I'm happy with the amount of screen time he got versus the amount of screen time. I think more Natalie action specifically. I am a Natalie lover, but I think more specifically Natalie action would have been nice. Mm-hmm. But I mean, Randy and the captain are 2 people that have nothing to do with the story, you know? Mm-hmm. So it is hard for them to be in the story. They're just in town, basically. And you don't have to rewrite the whole thing if you want them to be a part of it, I guess. But I thought it was fine. I mean, I thought they were good. Okay,
but so thinking about an average Monk episode, how many times do we get to see, like, 2 other people? That's why I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's Stottlemyre Randy is what we were missing, because not every scene has to have Monk, but almost every scene did have Monk. Like, you have the rattly action at the beginning, Monk standing right there. The rattly action at the end, he's not, and they can banter. To me, there's no problem with having a scene with 2 people in it that's not Monk. Yeah. They did it earlier with Griffin and the bad guy that we were like, we could live without that. But if they had more scenes where just Randy and the captain are up to something, up to some type of shenanigan.
Yeah, they should have been like on a stakeout or something, trying to catch him doing something.
I had that somewhere that... Oh, I do. It was in a plot hole, but it's whatever. Is that they should have had Randy do the bartender.
Oh my god. Yeah, that would have been perfect. Yeah. It would have been funnier.
Yeah.
And it would have been smarter for the actual plot. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. That's a great idea. Okay. That's actually a great idea.
Okay. I'm done fighting for my position now. I'll take it.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, I only have one more.
Okay, I only have one more.
Okay.
I don't like when things are like a story device in movies and TV shows and stuff that are like overpowered. Like, not overpowered, but like the fact that Monk can see Trudy and talk to her opens up a whole can of worms. Because, like, is he a medium? can he? Is this obviously isn't something in his head that we're seeing? Like this is like he's talking to victims, and it just to me it's always like I just have to ignore it. Like I just have to enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
But to me it's always so distracting when something like that happens. Where I'm like, so he can talk to dead people because he can't talk to dead people. But why is he talking to dead people then? You know, I just don't get it.
I think it's one of those things where it, like you said, you have to ignore it because inherently there's nothing unreal about Monk. Mm-hmm. All of that could happen. Exactly. It's not a superhero movie. It's not like people can't fly, so calm down. They can also talk to the dead. Yeah. Like, and it theoretically all that stuff could actually happen. There could be a police detective. They could get into shenanigans and stuff, but they don't talk to dead people like that per se. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that if you're a medium, I'm not trying to offend. But I'm just saying like Monk doesn't. This is like a figment of his imagination, right? And so it takes you out of
it just takes me out. And that's a common thing that I see in movies and TV shows where it's like I get what you're trying to do. Like I get it. He's like the ability for him to like talk to Trudy is like something that's throughout the whole series. Like he like sees her or whatever, which seeing her is completely different than talking to her, and way more radically different than someone who's like this person who's like, yeah, you haven't solved my murder yet. This is what I look like, and this is what like almost as if like okay, then who murdered you? Tell me. Like what? Like what? Why don't you just tell me that? I guess I don't get it. Like why?
Whoa.
Yeah, it's just such a radically something that so radically changes what Monk can do and what the laws of this universe are that it's like it's just so distracting to me. I'm like, why don't you take advantage of that?
I wish would have taken you out if he was just like, it's the most powerful scene and she's like, you haven't solved it. Yeah, and he's like, could you just tell me? Literally. If anyone could have pulled it off, it could have been Tony.
Literally. That would have been amazing. But for real, like, why do they always choose to do something that's so, like...
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I get it. Like, it's for the story. But it's like...
Yeah.
Okay. I don't get it.
Have you seen Suits before?
No.
Okay. So Suits, super popular show. Mm-hmm. Like, it came back after it went off on Netflix. It's popular, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So they redid it. Suits LA.
Yeah. I heard
it was
didn't get
horrendous. Yeah. It was really, really bad. Mm-hmm. I love Stephen Amell. I love The Arrow. It's like my one, like, ooh. I
know, I love him.
Okay, so he's the main guy, whatever. It, like, half of the show is flashbacks. Mm-hmm. Super annoying. Why? Okay. And he has a brother who had Down syndrome who is dead now. Okay. So, he, like, half of the flashbacks are flashbacks, and most of the flashbacks are of him. Okay, well, I guess he was talking to his brother when he was alive. Okay. So you see flashbacks, but then in present day, he's talking to his brother. And you're like, wait, I thought he was dead. Yeah. And then you realize, like, he is dead, and he just talks to his brother. Like, on almost every episode. Okay. And you're like, what does it have to do with Suits? Yeah. Nothing. It's super weird. Okay. It's... I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that just made me think of that.
Yeah, it's like, just random, like...
Why... in this universe,
you can talk.
He sees dead people. Yeah. Or he talks to them, and we're supposed to see... And then it's just confusing for the audience at that point, because you're like, wait, is this a flashback scene again? Yeah. Like, is he alive here, or is he dead here? And it's really weird.
Yeah, Yeah. I'm okay. I get what you're saying with flashbacks. That's terrible. That sounds awful. But I'm okay with, like, him seeing Trudy, and him being able to not talk to Trudy. Like, I'm okay with him being able to talk to Trudy, like... Because that's like a mental thing. But whenever he sees all of his victims... Not his victims, well, he's not a murderer. But all the victims he's helped. Yeah. Like, it opens a whole new can of worms. Yeah. Like, so you are just some sort of psychic wizard. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just interesting. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. Yeah. Like, which part of this is real and which part of it isn't? Like, that's... Like, I love Community. So much of it is, like, absurd. And you have to, like... be like, okay, well, that's not, like this place is so absurd that you don't even think about it anymore. Yeah, like, you don't even, by the 10th episode, that's something like they're in a Western, like, you're like, oh, this is just the thing they do.
The entire school is covered in paintball.
But not like Adrian is this detective where he abides by every rule, like, of our world, and all of a sudden he can just talk. It's just, it's just weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
and based on his personality, he's like that too.
Yeah.
Like, that's impossible. That you can't, and then he does that. So,
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. My last one is the suicide. I just put suicidal, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark, what in the actual?
Yeah, it was just unnecessary. And I think you were getting at it, like, in 2020 and stuff, like, that was a problem that I guess needed to be talked about more. But being away from that, it's still a problem that needs to be talked about, but it just seems unnecessary.
I think that at that time, people were looking for an escape, not a reminder of the past, of what had happened, and maybe some thoughts people were actually having at that time. Again, there are reasons to have those conversations, but also that's not what Monk is, and it never really has been. I mean, again, that one episode, I'm pretty sure that was the only time, but over the 8 seasons, Monk was okay despite everything.
Yeah.
And this was like, we were just waiting so long for this, and it was like, wait, he's what?
Yeah.
And why are you making us sad? Like, we all want to be happy and have a good experience and see the gang and everything. And then you just made us all sad and confused and like, huh? Yeah. Why? Just why?
Never expressed any sort of suicidal thoughts whenever his wife died mysteriously. And, I mean, he solved it. And that's why he was around, I guess. But he never mentioned even being like he was very distraught by it, but not to the point of like anything like that. I feel like he was more so motivated by it, and like, I don't know.
Yeah. The only thing that would make sense is like, oh, he solved the murder. Okay, well, now I want to be with Trudy. Okay, well, it's been like 15 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's been too long. Yeah. That too, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like that was good. Good dislikes, good likes.
Yeah, okay. Let's move on to...
He's the guy.
Okay, do you have anyone or anything?
I don't, but I have one little thing.
Okay.
Monk with his mustache at the bar. Mm-hmm. Can I just say he would make a perfect live-action Mario? And I was thinking about it. I was like, dude, he looks just like Mario, like the Mario Brothers.
Oh,
like,
that's funny.
And I was dude, Ambrose could be Luigi because he's like taller than him. Like, that'd be so good. I was like, that'd be so
no
good.
Ambrose. No even mention of Ambrose.
Not even a little bit.
Dang.
I didn't think about that until just now.
That would have been cool.
That would have been awesome.
Ambrose is the best.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
Completely forgot about Ambrose.
Yeah.
But a
funny.
Mario Luigi with freaking Tony Shalhoub and I forget his name. But
oh, shoot. Oh, I know his name.
He's very famous.
Yeah, I know. He's really famous. I can't. I'm not. I'm not there.
Yeah.
I'm not in the headspace for
but
that one.
I think that'd be... Seeing him with the mustache, I was like, wow, he looks like Mario. It's like, that'd be cool.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I actually have some, like, just literal, like... I mean, you know the first one. She pops right up. No?
Brooke Adams?
Yeah. That's Tony's wife.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I didn't know that was
okay,
her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So she's obviously the book publisher, and we've seen her before in the other, iterations. She's been like, it's probably her like fifth character.
And
she's the cowgirl, or in Mr. Monk Visits the Farm.
Yeah.
She's a girl. Yeah. I think this is probably like her 4th or 5th time, I think. And then, yeah, just some like quick... I put, like, Tony Shalhoub, obviously. My personal things. Like, I finished Marvelous Miss Maisel. It wrapped in May 2023. So, it was like, me and Toby watched it, like, 6 months ago.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, I was like, I finished that. And then I'm pretty sure, I was like, were we on here when Ted Levine was on Big Sky? I think we were, because I feel like we talked about it.
We definitely mentioned it.
Okay.
He's like a villain or something.
Yeah, and then that show got canceled. And it was really good, and I'm mad about it still. It was really good. So, I just had to mention that.
Okay.
Hector Elizondo, who played Mr. Elizate on Last Man Standing, you remember? He plays Dr. Bell.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We also finished that. It ended in
Last Man Standing is good.
It ended in 2021, and we finished it like after Miss Maisel, like
Really?
a couple months ago, because we just like never wanted to watch the last episode.
Yeah.
We're really bad at that. Mm-hmm. We're like, last episode, watch it later, and then like we've never seen the last episode of Modern Family.
Really?
And we just stopped watching it.
Oh wow!
Watched it all the way up until we were just like, okay.
Let me tell you what happened.
No.
But
unplug your microphone.
But yeah, Last Man Standing's good.
Mm-hmm.
It falls off a little, but it's good.
Yeah, well, they keep replacing people.
I know,
and
it's
weird.
super weird.
It's really weird, and they
It
just
ruins
act like
the whole
it
show.
doesn't matter
I
at
know,
all.
it's really funny though, but
okay.
they get really weird. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm gonna stop watching this.
Okay, and then I put Elon Musk mixed with Jeff Bezos.
Exactly. I was thinking more Mark Zuckerberg, I guess, but no, you're right.
Yeah, no, because he's the SpaceX.
Yeah, and
the Amazon.
Very
pushed together.
Yeah.
And it was funny because I was like, wait, what? I put shipping guy mixed with space guy. And then they say on there that his company has 1.3 million employees because he's talking about like, oh, delivery driver. And they're like, everyone's a delivery driver. And like, well, 30% are. And I was like, 1.3 million? That sounds really specific. And then I looked up, I asked how many employees Amazon has, and it's 1.5 million.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, it's pretty dang close.
Yeah. Especially 2 years
ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
That is funny.
So I was like, that's definitely what they were doing.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, obviously.
That's funny. That's funny.
And then we have the only actual here, he's the guy, is Richard Kind, who played the twins at the end.
Yeah.
Which I thought was strange. Because he's not a twin. He's just a regular, singular man.
But he looks like a twin. I won't lie. He does. Like, he looks like a twin villain.
Mean?
Like, he looks like...
does
that make sense?
Yeah,
like, he looks like he'd be like a twin villain guy.
I do actually know what you mean.
Like, he's like a big, bulky, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's like two-headed or something. I don't know. I'm picturing like
okay, I don't
Spy
know
Kids or something. I don't know.
That's what I was thinking of. What? I was thinking of Spy Kids too. Okay,
I don't know.
That's hilarious.
Is it Spy Kids? I didn't write that down.
Spy Kids?
I didn't write that down. I wrote Only Murders in the Building, The Goldbergs.
I love Goldberg.
Inside Out, he plays Bing Bong.
What?
I knew that. When we watched the movie, I was like, oh, that's Richard Kind. Because his voice is really distinctive.
I didn't know he played Bing
Yeah, he has a really distinctive voice.
Oh my god, he's in the middle.
Yeah, he's in the middle. Psych, which we love. You know, everybody loves Psych here. Reba, Scrubs, and Still Standing. So...
I feel like Psych is one of those other ones where the way that they try and tell it, I'm a little bit like, I'm confused what you can do. Because is he just, in Psych,
Oh, he's just super observant.
He's just super smart.
Yeah, and then he acts like he's psychic. Right. He sees something, he's like, oh my gosh, I'm getting like visions.
Okay.
And it's really just, he does the same exact thing Monk does.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's
but he's just,
okay.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
That's it. And then we just added somebody to this list. I put, who do we think was missing? I put Sharona, Harold, Julie. I put Marcy Maven. But
definitely Marcy Maven.
Like, if Monk's like coming out of retirement, she'd be like, oh my gosh, Adrian, or something. Like, that would be really good.
That'd be really good. I think we could do it without Julie, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been awesome to see her, but I don't know. Harold would have been awesome. Sharona's the obvious, like...
Yeah.
Really.
Like, the airport scene, it would have been, like, the easiest, like, one-off... Like, oh my gosh, hi, Julie. I'm so glad you can make it to the wedding. Too bad it's not happening. We know, but at that point, in my version, the wedding, oh my gosh, neither of us wrote down the wedding is off sign.
That was so funny. Oh my god, that's so funny.
They're panning across and all these people are waiting for their loved ones.
It's like, we missed you, we love you.
Wedding is off. And Molly comes around and she's like, where did you get that?
Yeah, that's so good.
Oh, that was really funny. But yeah, so anyways, all I was saying is that would have been an easy one-off. Like, you saw Sharona and you saw... Mm-hmm. You obviously would have wanted more, though, so it probably would have been like, oh, that's it? Mm-hmm. But even if you just saw, like, a glimpse of them, like... I don't know. I mean, whatever. It's obviously asking for a lot there. But yeah, I think Harold could have been written in there. Mm-hmm. Except for the retirement thing, because he retired. So, you know, they would have had to switch that a little bit. Or... Yeah.
Even mentioning, like, Marcy by name would have been cool, too. If one of the, like, letters was sent to her, like, Marcy Maven was, like, lettered to her, that would have been cool. Like, because even just the Harold Crenshaw mention is, like, oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not that hard to just give us a little bit of like, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. How could we get Sarah Silverman back?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, what was the other person that we said? Oh, Ambrose, yeah.
Ambrose,
Yeah.
definitely Ambrose.
I don't know how you would have done in like an agoraphobic whatever thing.
Yeah.
But, and why can't I remember his name?
I'm looking it up right now.
If you tell me the first
Okay.
name, I always will remember.
The first name?
Okay, the first letter. The first letter of the first name. He is played by...
Plays.
Oh, I feel it. This is how I feel like Psych.
Okay, it starts with the... Oh, you're going to get it.
Oh, then, okay, hang on. Let me cook. It's not like Giamatti. Is it something Italian? Or not at all?
The first name is not. The second name is, sort of.
Ambrose Monk.
I believe in you. I think you can get this.
Oh my gosh. Like, it's like gettable. Is it or no? Is it not really gettable?
Yeah, I think so. Do you want me to tell you the first letter?
Okay.
J.
The first name?
He doesn't look like that would be his name.
Okay.
But I can I give you the second letter to his first?
J.
The first letter to his second.
J-E.
It's his last name.
J-I. Okay, then what's the second one?
T. J-T.
Oh, John Turturro.
Yes!
Okay, so it's actually close to Tucci.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, when I got to QRST, I was like, Stanley Tucci. It's not Stanley Tucci.
Yeah.
I went past it because I went T and went, wait. J wasn't on my radar at all. Wasn't on my radar. Yeah, because John, no.
Yeah. Because the like I was saying, the first name is like
that
normal.
didn't help.
The second name is like Italian.
Oh yeah, no, I would not have been like, his name's John.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah. That's funny.
Okay.
John Turturro.
We just put a thing that's like 10 minutes later.
Yeah, literally.
No, it took like 3.
Yeah,
and 2 hints.
Yeah.
But I got it, everyone.
You would have got it if you would have just sat here. I guarantee you.
Yeah. I have a camera on. I have recording devices. I'm like, pressure. You know what I mean? I would have got it eventually.
I think so.
It would have been, Remember when I pulled that out the other day? What was it? I don't even remember now. The guy from Big Brother or whatever. The guy who won Todrick Hall.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like...
Oh, my God. That was crazy. That was literally a show I watched like 5 years ago.
Like eidetic memory or whatever it's called. Photographic. No, not photographic, but yeah. Okay, all right. Well, it's time to move on to...
Hey guys, thanks for listening to the Junk Monk Podcast. We'd love to hear from you, so please give us a 5-star review wherever you listen to podcasts. Also, follow us at Junk Monk Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
If you want to know more about Kandyce, she's at Hardens and Hardhats on Instagram. And if you want to know more about me, Noah L., subscribe to my vlog, Noah Hernandez, on YouTube. Also, you can leave us a voicemail at 323-366-0477 with your questions, comments, or just to show us some love.
Don't forget to catch up on Monk with Amazon Prime Video, and of course, subscribe to our show.
You'll thank me later.